And that was at 3, 2. Congratulations, you won. That was it.
「
And that was it. 3, 2, congratulations, you won. Great time, cheers. Oh, magic.
Hello everybody and welcome to the next round in our Simraceway GT Giants Championship. And it does not get more giant than the circuit of Watkins Glen with these cars here today. We've got the BMWs out in full force, the Corvette is out as well, joining the Ford GT. So 3 marks, and maybe a Ford going to have a home field advantage. They don't at the moment. It's Corvette on the outside, flying the American flag. It's a big launch here for Baxagaba. B13's BMW, the pole-sitting BMW. To try and hold the lead into the first corner as the field squabble down. We've got almost 4 wide back there. I think B136 had a bit of lag. I think Mete and Grant Findle both go wide. Luke Sky follows them. Drivers make their way through okay unscathed, other than Mr. Pierre. Yes, the Pierre has had a bit of an error. We do get the restart. So restart on the way. And we'll be right back with you with the full race coverage in just a moment.
That was a 3-2. Congratulations, you won.
Hello everybody and welcome back live to coverage of your GT Giants Championship here from Watkins Glen. It's B1386 that starts on the pole sitting BMW with the Corvette of Baxagaber just behind, Mepday third, Grafindel in fourth, the Corvette of Mr. PA in fifth and Luke Sky the first for GT in sixth place. Will that still be the same order as we go down to turn number one? Let's find out. Green flag drops here at Watkins Glen, 27 laps for the GT Giants Championship. Down to the first corner. Watch out for that 4GT, see if it makes any progress. The Corvette storms through the middle there. And the make officers have a few interventions to do. Hopefully they don't persist. It's still B13 from back to the second. PA down third, Grafindel fourth. Guys, 4GT will get the inside line going in towards the bus stop chicane. And I'll take a look at all the cars now as they try to get themselves into position. Now as they've gone on there, of course they go into chicane today. Sorry, my apologies, they're running the boot layout, so they go straight down, which makes that run even more enticing. And the drivers fell for what I just said, because now otherwise there will be some real trouble, but swooping their way down through the boot section. Baxagaber's Corvette really now applying the pressure to the back of the lead BMW. PA still third, fourth, Mepday. All there for the 4GT at the back of the field as Flaren makes contact with Giagni. Ahead of Flaren for now, with the Flo and Kobayashi watching on in the distance. Still there'll be ongoing feud between those two drivers as they come towards the end of the first lap. Just a few more corners until we hit that mark. Yeah, they're holding on against Mepday, who's been trying to take third place away from the Corvette. To no avail just yet, he's struggled so far. Now they go down, start finish straight. Look at this. Not that much at all as we take a look at the top five. Separated in fact by about 5 seconds, the top five. Then you've got Luke Sky bringing his train with him. So Luke Sky, Costa, Flaren, Flo, Giagni, and Flash all the way down in 12th. Wild 7 in 13th as well. Straight. Baxagaber, PA, Mepday. Round things at the moment, and look at the opportunity they'll get to slipstream here, and already Mepday utilising that one. Let's see if he can make the move stick. He's going to be on the inside for the corner, meaning the Corvette has got the work to do, and he's not been able to make it stick. So the Corvette sinks down a position, PA down to 4th. Now Grafindel will look to try and perhaps put another move on him. Slipping and sliding around they go as they go through the boot and towards that long right-handed hairpin. Say there a lot of work remains here for these drivers today. 27 laps is a long distance around Watkins Glen, and PA finding that out as Grafindel looks to try and get a move on him as well. Will he be able to? It remains another issue, but at the moment looks to be a very, very tricky predicament for PA because the Corvette is losing quite a lot of ground to the BMWs. It's not looking as dangerous as perhaps you once thought. 4GT of Luke Sky in 6th as well, dispersing the group of cars behind as they come towards the end of lap 2. So that really could be something to look out for. Watch how Luke Sky moves forward. Watch how Graf Findle now goes to the inside of turn number 1. Is he going to be able to make this one stick or no? Through he goes. That's an almighty effort. And the two BMWs have now got in front of the Corvette with that Ford GT watching in the background. Now is PA going to get a run back down that first straight or no? This is going to be one of the key points of this next lap or so to determine PA's first into the race. Will he be able to muster something up, or is this going to be a downward spiral? Luke Sky now just 7 seconds away. Here comes PA now halfway into the corner. Will he be able to open up for the move? He does, but the BMW just a bit too wide and a bit too quick to be able to think about an overtaking manoeuvre there. He's done very well to avoid it, but now got to the outside after perhaps a slight mishap there by Graf Findle. Round he goes, sweeping it, touches the grass slightly, don't lose the back end. You've got to feel like that one touch has cost him quite dearly. The BMW must be swiping the forward inside the visor, because through he goes. And what should have been an overtaking manoeuvre there for the Corvette. Unfortunately it wasn't, however, and a lot remains to be seen as to how these drivers are going to fare when it comes to the gruelling factor of endurance in this race. Only 3 laps down, another 25 to go. 2 Ford GTs there in 11th and 12th at the moment. Very hard to handle these cars, absolute brutes around the circuit. Luke Sky doing a good job in his at the moment in P6. Very solid run there for Luke. 2 more American giants behind him of the Corvettes. Now watch out for those Corvette C7s, 6Rs, beg your pardon. Because they could still well be very big threats to Luke come the next few laps or so. They're definitely getting closer, that's for sure. And a quick run through the order. Luke Sky's made a bit of an error there. We'll keep an eye on Florent's progress because he's got a lot closer, but at the moment the U1386 has got himself 1.4 seconds over the Corvette of Max Gaber in second, who's reeled in quite a lot there. Neptane's in third, 4th Graf Findle, 5th PA, Luke Sky's in 6th, maybe for not much longer though if Florent has his way. So the inside is going to go. Now will he be able to make this stick? We've seen this move a couple of times before today. You may just see one again. Through goes the Corvette, runs a bit wide. The GT is going to try and get the run back into the next corner. Pushes him all the way to the edge of the apex. The 2 still remain side by side. And finally, some brave braking there by Luke Sky 80 means he's able to snap up the position and make it stick. Still a long way to go in this race, but that is not looking good for the Corvettes. They're being stuck behind Luke Sky. Acosta's joining them. The flow's only a few seconds away. Could still well be a factor in that one if the flow can get his game on. And now look at this then. Here comes Luke Sky again trying to defend from Flaren. GT holding strong at the moment. The 2 Corvettes line up in stern behind, and a bit of a moment there for the flow. Just a bit of a twitch, only slight, but it was enough. And only one retirement so far, that belongs to Engange, and that has been a complete attrition. This race, isn't it? Everyone's done a very good job so far of keeping their cars pointed in the right direction. No mishaps or anything like that. Exactly what we like to see from a series like this, where endurance plays such a big factor, as does composure. And there are no pit stops necessary for this race, of course, although there may be the damage if those Corvettes get any closer to the inside. Now comes Flaren 89 trying to charge up the inside of Acosta. The 2 collide, and Flaren 89 goes off into the barriers. Acosta off with him. Now he will retain the position, I think, but there may be a reprimand coming for that car. There'll definitely be some headlights flying from... Oh, Kobayashi's gone well behind now. So Kobayashi in the Ford GT, followed by Raceway, have overtaken. Acosta down to 12th. We'll be looking for some retribution after that one. But with the race being 27 laps, it means every car in the field can run without making a pit stop for fuel. So damage, maybe, tyres, maybe, but not fuel, which is all down to the drivers in their car. Then it's like one big 50-minute stint Zay Costa's trying to move his way back through, but you've got that BMW and the Ford who are battling away. None of them want to move over. Of course, they don't have to. This is all for race position, so they're under no obligation to move over for the much faster and much more aggravated, I should say now, A Costa. 1-7 still in the background of this frame at the moment as they go through the penultimate corner again. And over the start finish straight, and a look at those two Corvettes that were all over the back of Luke Sky a minute ago. It's now another man trying to attack the Ford GT. Grant Findle has caught these two drivers at an alarming rate. So that's the flow, and it's now already eyeing up Luke Sky for a potential manoeuvre, it seems. Can he get it done? That still is another issue completely. He's gone to the inside, so it should be signed, sealed, delivered. We've seen this move plenty of times here today. Been one of the prime overtaking spots during the first 6 laps of the race. You can see why. Absolutely secure. There was no way he wasn't going through there. Exactly what you want from an overtaking manoeuvre. You don't want to run that risk of the driver coming back the next corner, and I think he's been very lucky there in the sense that that corner's provided the opportunity for the BMW to sneak through on the inside without running the risk. Luke Sky coming back just a couple of corners later. And taking that look at the top 3 as well. Mepte, Baxter-Gaber and B13 aren't that far apart. In fact, they're going towards the end of their 6th lap, so about to start lap number 7 as the track fades into the evening and the track surface, the tarmac starts to get just a little bit colder now. This could really make for some definitely interesting racing as they go over the line. Who's going to handle the changing conditions the best? Will it be the BMW? Will it be the Corvette in second, or perhaps a second BMW in third? So we'll have to wait and see how it all pans out, won't we? The top 3 still separated by about 6 seconds. It's 4th place for Mr. PA, 5th Grant Findle, 6th Luke Sky, 18th, the Flow 7th, Flower in 8th, Yangni in 9th, 10th place for Raceway, 10th A Costa, or 11th I should say, Kobayashi in 12th, Wild 7th, 13th, and our lone retirement so far is Inganj in 14th place, who retired 5 laps ago. The first lap of the race was when he first retired. So the race wears on, and as does these drivers' mentalities, because they're all spreading out apart from those 2 Corvettes in 8th and 9th as the track just gets a bit darker each time. You can see already how much they're really pushing on now. Yangni maybe thinking about trying to make a move through. You've got Raceway and A Costa, who are still going to be very close in this race, I've got a feeling, with A Costa trying to rebuild the house that it seemed to be brought down before his own eyes after quite an ambitious manoeuvre by Grant Findle. Or Flower, I should say, not Grant Findle. Grant Findle's one that made a sensational pass on Luke, so the house that Grant Findle knocked down is the one that A Costa's got to rebuild. And that is a lot easier said than done. As Raceway's BMW tries to cling on to the top 10 position at the moment. Bear in mind at this stage in the championship as well, it could all be so vital. A Costa now really eyeing up a manoeuvre, isn't he? Raceway's not really got anything to fight back with. That BMW just being swamped, it seems, over the past couple of corners. Getting closer and closer as time goes on. A Costa just waiting for the right moment, it seems, the right opportunity to make the move. One which really could define the future of this race at least, and perhaps his overall championship. There we go again, the track getting darker and darker, the pink tinge in the sky turning to a purple and dark one as PA in 4th pulls away from the Grant Findle charger behind. keep an eye on lap times as well, as this is where this starts going into its own race now, as you lose the cars you're around and go into your own pace race. If Grafindel can get his game on, he may well be within a shot of getting a top 4 position. Their podium may be just out of reach as we approach about a third race distance very shortly. About 2 more laps time at least. So B13 goes through for another lap with Baxter in second, Mepte third. Fourth is going to be Mr. PA with Grafindel grinding up in P5. Next guy will be 6th, Flo in 7th, Flaren in 8th, Yangi in 9th, 10th place Nye Raceway, but only just as A. Costa's bringing that Corvette ever closer, isn't he, at the moment? All time will tell if he can get that C6R through or no. GT2, absolute beast, hitting 150 miles an hour down this straight, no problem, before shifting into 6th gear, almost 160 miles an hour as it dives down into the first corner. It feels like a roller coaster, this opening section of the circuit, as you now sweep your way up through the S's. Now, what has A. Costa got in the tank? Because all Night Raceway with a big slide, he's lost it completely. Now, is that due to the change in temperature on the track and the tyres getting colder? Night Raceway loses the back end, and he's also lost every other position in this race. He's down to 13th behind those 2 GTs of Wild 7 and Kobayashi. And he's now got an almighty task force on his hands to try and get himself back in contention here. Well, he's spun again. Now all it's marked retirement for the BMW. The rear wings come completely off, so despite turning into a convertible, if it is the end, he will have to go to the pits and retire, watch the rest of it from the paddock. He's got the car back on the circuit, so perhaps not giving up just yet. Wild 7 12th, Kobayashi 11th. A. Costa now zooms into 10th with the hope of catching the fellow Corvette of Giangi, Florentine 8th. Flo still 7th at the moment, trying to pull away. Luke Sky 6th. Alfindel in 5th, PA 4th, Mepte is in 3rd, with 2nd Batsagaber, and 1st place, B13A6. So 10 laps down almost, and it's still BMW from Corvette from BMW with a long way left to go. PA 4th, Grafindel in 5th, Luke Sky in 6th, Flo 7th, Flaren 8th, Yankee 9th, and A. Costa rounds out your top 10 for the moment, but what an event this really is going to be. As we say, this championship's so prestigious now, it's been a fan favourite since its inaugural running earlier on in the year. Now taking a look at the Flo and Flaren now. This is going to be very interesting as the track just gets even darker now, almost under full darkness here at the moment. Now, how are these drivers going to adjust to the scenario? Of course, this is not Singapore, there aren't street lights everywhere you look. Got to be said, well done to Night Raceway for not giving up. They're obviously losing that rear wing. He's back in the pit lane at the moment as we speak, so there's still a long way to go for Night Raceway, but an unfortunate event for him. But he's done so well to get the car back to the pit lane and not do what so many others would have done, actually given up and retired. So credit where credit is due there for the BMW. It was through no fault of anyone else, although that was for Giangi, and he may lose that position to A. Costa. The 2 Corvettes side by side there for the short moment, and A. Costa sweeping it round a penultimate corner. Very tricky place to overtake, and A. Costa finding out exactly why that could have been so deadly. Should have got that move off, but not quite yet though. Giangi over the start finish line. The Flo's ahead, then it's Flaren. Although Flaren's making an error there, the Flo's made a very similar one. A very bizarre race so far in terms of as soon as the track starts to get obviously darker and the temperature drops, struggling a lot more than perhaps we expected. We haven't seen this in recent weeks, but different day, different circumstance. B13, however, not giving up whatsoever. Been relentless today in terms of pace. He's now got himself 2.6 seconds back to our 2nd place car, Baxagaber. So Baxo's done a very good job in keeping with him at the moment in that second place Corvette, but the third place BMW of Mepte keeping him close guard as well. The front three separated by just over 5 seconds as we're over the third of the way through mark. There's a lot of running left to do in this race, and a lot of mistakes that can still be made by any amount of drivers here today. He's trying to keep an eye on them at the moment as it's getting very hard to see these cars with the glare of the headlights staring straight into the camera lens, of course. Even harder for these drivers to see visibly because they've got a lot of running to do in what can only be described as very, very tricky conditions. We believe that Acosta's having some technical issues at the moment. He's pulled into the pit lane, I think. Oh no, he's coming out of the race. So Acosta having to retire then. Now, we spoke earlier on that Corvette had some internet problems. Now, has there been contact with Graf Findel? Because Graf Findel's pulled into the pit lane without a rear wing from 8th place. Is this Graf Findel with some damage, or is this Graf Findel simply stopping him and saying hello to his pit crew? I'm pretty sure there was some damage, but whether that was done to himself or whether that was given to him by another driver is only a matter of time before we find out. So the field seems to be fairly content with their standings at the moment though. I'll give you an update exactly as to where everyone is in just a moment's time. As of right now, it is B13 that leads. It's Baxo in second. Third place for Mepte. Fourth place for Mr. P8. Fifth Luke Sky. Sixth Flower 89. Seventh Flo. Eighth Giangi. Ninth Wild 7. 10th Kobayashi. And 11th and currently in the pit lane, Graf Findel with Acosta out of the race. And in Ganj also. So 2 retirements so far after 12 laps of racing. So approaching the halfway mark in about 4 or 5 laps time. As of right now, B13 just still keeping this race under his own control, isn't he? Absolutely no regrets whatsoever. 4 seconds clear now. 1:43.9 from him, a 1:44.3 from Baxo, 1:44.2 from Mepte. So really is flying at the moment. And now as all the racing settles down, it's a good chance to, oh actually I say that, Florence has an almighty locker going into the first corner, but it is a good chance to tell you about the opportunities you've got here at Simraceway. Should you want to get involved in any racing like this, there's plenty to satisfy your every need, whether it's in classic Formula 1, touring cars, GT Giants, whatever sort of vehicle you enjoy racing, you're more than open to do so here in Simraceway. There's plenty of championships that run as well weekly, including the GT Giants. And if you want to get involved or know when the next live stream is, the next live stream will be from the Simraceway officially sanctioned World Touring Car Championship, and that comes from the final round of the season from Zandvoort. So the update for Zandvoort will be on the way, but Zandvoort will be the final host for the World Touring Car Championship, where in the 900 to 1100 skill quant, the winner takes home $100. In terms of the GT Giants Championship, the one you're watching now, this is Season 1. And you take a look at our current round at the moment. We're at Watkins Glen, the penultimate round. It ends at Brands Hatch next week. So that's GT3s at Brands Hatch. We've already been to Watkins Glen this season with the GT3s. The GT2s now make their appearance. So if you say the BMWs, the Fords and the Corvettes, the GT3 class consists of a BMW Z4, the McLaren MP4, the Audi R8 Le Mans and the Nissan GTR GT3. So very hotly contested field, and the winner of this one gets $70. The total prize pool $500. So a fantastic way to take your competitive racing game to the next level and get yourself involved in a fiercely friendly, I'll describe it as, championship. We've seen events in the past including, I think, races against Alan McNish, who could actually race against the multiple Le Mans winner, the ex-Formula 1 driver, and now Audi ambassador, and I think works with BBC Radio 5 Live now, presenting their F1 coverage. So we have to race against the motorsport legend like Alan McNish is something you can only get in a game like Simraceway. So if you haven't been over to the website before or yet to download it, it's completely free of charge to download, and you'll definitely want to do something like that and get yourself involved in one of these live streams. So you could start off just doing some quick races. Who knows, you may even end up finding yourself on one of these live streams here, being brought to you by our cameraman Dimitri, once again providing some emphatic camera views. If you're more of a social media person, there's always our Twitter at Simraceway, or our Facebook page, facebook.com/Simraceway, my personal Twitter at LiamJenkins21. And I know there's been a lot of praise recently about the SRW picking competition. If you've got any screenshots at all from Simraceway where you think they're wild, wacky or simply beautiful, put them on your Instagram and use the hashtag SRWPicky for a chance to win yourself a small gift voucher to buy yourself any car in-game. So absolutely brilliant way to get yourself involved. It's more of a community than just a game, and that's what makes this so special. Lap 14 and 27, and what is special is how much B1386 is pulling away. Down that straight he goes now. 6 seconds between himself and Max Vergaber, not letting up for absolutely anyone. There's no update on the information then that we've seen so far. We've lost a Costa, as we said earlier on, due to what we believe to be a technical problem. Ralph Findle pulled into the pits. Now, we said was there damage between himself and another car. What we're assuming is that he's been able to put into the pit lane and just call it a day. Now, he came in without the rear wing, of course, so the car was wrecked completely. There was no way he was going to fix it, maybe some drive shaft issues and something like that. The car completely sat in the pit lane and is our 4th retirement of the afternoon, so still with half the race left to go almost. These drivers been left plenty of space on the circuit, other than our top 3 who are still relatively close by. Then it's going to be more of a case of just bring the car to the flag. Drive home. We said that the attrition rate may increase as times go on. Maybe we could be absolutely right there as well. Into turn number 1 come the drivers again, and my goodness me, what an event we've got here today. B1386 just taking it into his own at the moment. And in terms of the championship standings here as well, during your Simraceway GT Giants Championship, the one you're watching right now from Watkins Glen, running the 2nd version of the circuit. In terms of the standings, it's been a very, very interesting scenario indeed, with B1386, your current race leader, leading the standings on 70 points. He's about 16 clear of Mepte in 3rd. Max Vergaber 45 in 3rd place in the standings. Ralph Findle is 4th in the standings, 1 point away. So it's in the standings, B13, Mepte, Max Vergaber, Ralph Findle and Sean. And in the race, it's B13, Max Vergaber, Mepte, PA and Luke Sky. So still very familiar as to what it is in the race at the moment. Luke Sky's on 30 points, 6 points away from Shadow Bounty. We should really gain on completely here today, bearing in mind that Shadow's not racing. So it's a very, very good race, very good championship, very close, and this is far, far from over as well. B1, then Baxo and Mepte, the 3 real protagonists in this championship who could be looking for something big today to really boost their charge to make themselves the first ever GT Giants champion. No, it takes a lot more than just one victory here, and I think all the drivers realise that one. And we've still got all 3 4 GTs contesting, all the ones that have started are still running, which is a great feature. So whilst the GTs aren't the fastest car it seems, they are being very consistent. So massive props there to the 4 GT boys who have put so much work into these cars to develop the setups to make sure they understand the circuit. Flo in 6th, Yangi in 7th, 8th place Wild 7, 9th place Kobayashi, and then Flower 89 who's all into the pit lane there. Now that is intriguing. Is he going to leave the pits or no? I'm sure we'll soon find out, but he's been in there for a good 2 minutes or so now. So he's actually off. Now, is that a fuel miscalculation? These Corvettes can carry about 30 laps worth of fuel. So the race was shortened to 27 to make sure that the Corvettes can make it to the end of the race on 1 tank. So fueling shouldn't be an issue. But if Flower 89 has somehow underfueled and tried to get himself an advantage on the other drivers, then this could really be a problem for him. He's come out to the pit lane in 10th position, and I think he was about 7th or 8th previously. So there's maybe been some kind of error there for our young man Flower 89. We'll see if he can maybe turn his race around in the second half. But we don't know if that's going to actually change anything yet, do we? Because he's about 2 minutes 54 now away from Kobayashi after spending so long in the pit lane. Have any other Corvette drivers made the same error, if any? If they have decided to accidentally try and undercut everyone else and give themselves what would technically be a kind of unfair advantage, then they're going to have the same price to pay as the track starts to open up again and daytime starts to shine through here at the Watkins Glen circuit. The legendary